Well, here we are. The end of the road. The last Inktober entry. Did I think I'd still be doing this into the new year? Absolutely not. In fact, when I started this project, the intent was to be done by the end of November. Evidently, that didn't happen. In fact, it took so long to get to this video that I thought of not finishing this series at all. I thought that no one would want to see or be interested in this now that it's so far removed, but I remembered why I started doing this in the first place, and truth be told, I started these video journal entries for myself. I didn't have an audience or person in mind. In fact, I was fully prepared for no one to ever even watch these, but when this started, I was at a huge transition point in my life, and writing down my thoughts and saying them out loud and then having my own voice speak my thoughts back to me was a great way to process everything that I was thinking and feeling. Got busy, then sick, and then the holiday started approaching, and suddenly the idea of sitting down to write one of these entries, edit, record, post, etc. just seemed so exhausting. And so I put them on the back burner. It wasn't until a few weeks ago that I tried to figure out why I was so unmotivated to finish these videos, almost dreading the idea, and I realized that I had strayed away from the initial reason I had started this whole thing. I said before that I never expected anyone to ever look at these, but I think a little part of me hoped that people wouldn't. The series feels like the most vulnerable thing I've ever done with my art. It's my art, my voice, my thoughts, memories, stories, triumphs, insecurities. It's just me, and it felt good to get it all out there, but it was terrifying. And then people started to watch it, comment on it, like it, disliked it. The people close to me told me they had seen a video or referenced it. I was getting feedback, and suddenly it wasn't just me anymore. Well, it was nice to know that people were seeing what I was doing, connecting with it, enjoying it. I was no longer in this little bubble, and the intent behind each video started to shift from what do I want to say to what should I say? What would people want to hear about? And rather than being something that I do for myself and share with others, it became a task I had to complete to uphold an expectation that I created within my own head, and as a result, I started to feel burnt out. Pursuing a creative path can be so rewarding, but when you put so much of yourself into your work, finding that balance between making art or content for yourself and making it for others can be difficult. It often feels like you need to choose between passion and success. But I'm starting to think that isn't true. Maybe you don't need to challenge yourself to choose between the two. Maybe the challenge is making it so that our passions become our successes. That in pursuing our passions, keeping that fire lit by being ourselves and open about the things that we want. Success can be achieved by building on top of passion, not in spite of it.